What's up, bitches? We're back for another fantastic video here today. And here, do you notice what I'm writing with? I'm writing with a red pen. Today we're going to be talking about a red team. I am very high on the future for one specific team. I like what they're doing now, and I like the way their team is moving. I like what I saw at the end of the year last year, and I think within the next 2 to 3 years, they could be not only competing for a Super Bowl, but winning the Super Bowl. And that team is, guys, the Arizona Cardinals. That's right. I'm very, very, very high on this Arizona Cardinals squad. I like what they have done. I like the switch to Kliff Kingsbury. I didn't think it was going to work at first. I'm not going to say I didn't think it was going to work. I just was skeptical about it. But I like the way it's going right now, and I like Kyler Murray. I like what he's able to do, and because I honestly think he can be an MVP type player here very soon. Kind of like Lamar Jackson, what he's been able to do for his Baltimore Ravens squad. And here today, I'm just going to be talking about what they can do in the next 2 to 3 years to get them to that Super Bowl title. Let's just start off with the obvious. In this upcoming draft, Arizona needs to do what they need to do. Fucking protect Kyler Murray. And people can argue with me all day long, all they want. They need to protect him. He is the asset. He is the number one option. He is the root and what makes this organization run right now. He is the source. They need to protect him. First round, no questions asked, get O-line help. Get O-line help and do what you can to protect this man. I don't care if Pro Football Focus says that half the sacks were on him later in the year. Then you get guys that protect him when he goes fucking nuts and starts running around like crazy. Do whatever you can. Do what you need to do to protect this man. Because if he's protected and he is safe and he has the time to throw, he can get it to anybody because he has a cannon. And if he can't find anyone, boy, he's gonna run for miles. Free up those lanes for him. Second round, I can see the wide receiver talk. And I wouldn't be mad about it. I say, you know what? Get maybe like a KJ Hamler out of Penn State. He annihilated defenses all year long. And Penn State would honestly been shit on offense without him. I would like that pick. Maybe a Donovan Peoples-Jones in the third round. Get something like that. But more importantly, also, you have some good players. You have Christian Kirk. You have Keyshawn Johnson Jr. You have Andy Isabella. You have Hakeem Butler. You have these guys that could possibly turn into something special. And, of course, you got Larry Fitz. And yes, Larry Fitz isn't going to be around forever, and he probably is not going to be around for the Super Bowl title in the future. But you can get some major weapons. There's an abundance of wide receivers in this class. KJ Hamler is just an option. Donovan Peoples-Jones. If you really want to go early in the second round, maybe somebody falls. Maybe like a Brandon Ayuk, or maybe even like a Laviska Shenault falls. You don't know. I expect him to go in the first round, but who knows? There's a ton of wide receiver talent this year, and that you just can't deny. What I really would like for him to do, because Arizona has actually a good amount of cap space, over $50 million. One option you do, though, before even the draft, trade David Johnson. You trade David Johnson, get some picks out of it. Be able to get some more young talent because, let's face it, Kingsbury doesn't use him. For some reason, he just doesn't like him. He likes Kenyon Drake more. Keep Kenyon Drake, get rid of Johnson. You're not using him, so dispose of him. Get something for him instead of just leaving a $10 million suckhole on the bench. Now, an option that I really like in free agency, because you guys do have money, I like them possibly signing Austin Hooper. They have receivers. When we talk about receivers, we never hear about the tight ends. If they can get an amazing pass-catching tight end like Austin Hooper, or maybe even a lesser value but still an amazing talent, Hunter Henry, that could really help this team, especially Kyler Murray, develop and go towards the future and get better. If he has an insurance policy every time he throws, every time he comes out of the pocket and he's like, fuck, I don't know where to go right now. Where's my boy? Where's Austin? Or where's Hunter? That's his insurance policy. That's what makes him feel safe. And you want your young guy to feel safe until one day he can turn into the running, flame-throwing, bullet-throwing monster like Russell Wilson. You can have Kyler turn into Russell and get him a Super Bowl just like Russell did for Seattle. Also, what could help, maybe during the offseason, draft an O-lineman, maybe also sign an O-lineman. Sign somebody very good, like a Jack Conklin out of Tennessee. I've been hearing a lot of reports that he may not sign with Tennessee. Tennessee may not want to sign him back. They are going to have put a lot of money into Derrick Henry, and Ryan Tannehill might free it up a little. Go in, sign Jack Conklin, who's an amazing tackle. That is an option to protect and save Kyler Murray. Now, I understand you also put a lot of money into DJ Humphries in a restructured deal to give him an extension. You can never have too many O-linemen. You can never have too many options. Somebody can slide to possibly a guard. Who knows? Do whatever you can to protect the asset, Kyler Murray. I also like possibly as a buy low kind of option if they decide to release him, Vic Beasley. He could be a good, solid option on the outside for Arizona. Get him on the opposite side of Chandler Jones. With how disruptive Chandler Jones is and how good he is and how great he is, it might free Vic Beasley up to do literally anything, to dominate the opponents. Now, what you could do in the second round is a guy that I really, really like. If you want a receiver, completely understand. But a guy that I really like, Julian Okoro out of Notre Dame. I really like him. I think he's going to be a star in this league, and I think that he could do a dominating presence there on the D-line for the Arizona Cardinals. Also sign like a Vic Beasley, get something going like that. You have a front seven that's really starting to develop, really starting to get good. Not only that, but you're also getting your guys to protect Kyler Murray. You've got your lines set. You've got them good. You've got Kyler. Kyler still has weapons. He still has Kirk. He still has all those other guys that I mentioned earlier. And get a good tight end there as well. He has got many options, and he can be extremely good. Now, look at as you're going forward into the next year, maybe draft like a Josh Uche out of Michigan. Could be a good option in that third round. Who knows? But then when you move on into next season, this coming year, I see Arizona getting better. I see them having like an 8-8, 9-7 year. I was going to say barely missing the playoffs, but now with 7 spots, who knows? They might get in as that 7th seed. I'm still going to go with barely missing the playoffs, but then the year after that, they'll kick into overdrive, and they'll become the San Francisco 49ers of this last year. They can be a solid squad just like that. Then at that point, you have all these things that you filled up in this last year, this coming off season, and then next year, look for some secondary help, maybe get some linebackers to fill in, and that's really all you really need to help to fill out your team and get an amazing football squad. And just like that, 2 years, maybe that gets them there for that second year to the playoffs, maybe deep run. That third year really gets them to hit their stride. And that's when they finally are able to become a complete full team. And Kyler Murray, after now a few years, 3 years under his belt, could really, really do some damage in this league. And possibly, the way I'm writing out and thinking, this Arizona Cardinals team could be on their way to not only a Super Bowl, but also winning a Super Bowl. This is the team that I'm highest on right now. I also like the Buffalo Bills, but I'm very, very high on the Arizona Cardinals. I think they are the team of the future. I think they have one of the brightest futures in the NFL. And we'll see how the rest of this offseason goes, and we'll see how they go into next year, and we'll see how it pans out, guys. I think the Cardinals can win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years or so. And let's see how correct I am. We'll see you guys next video.